Hello, everyone. I'm John Serra. I'm going to be presenting the Indigo Series ice makers today. The Indigo Series is our new ice maker line. It's an abbreviation. Where did the name come from? It's an abbreviation of Intelligent Diagnostics. So I'll be talking about that shade of indigo along with several others today. Um, Intelligent Diagnostics is one of the feature shades I'll be going over, along with the other six. Easy Read Display, Active Clean, Ice Assurance, Energy Management, and Service and Support. Intelligent Diagnostics alerts you of errors before they become a problem. Intelligent Diagnostics provide continuous feedback on the ice machine and the subsystem controls, making sure that the ice is always there when you need it. With ice machines in the food service operation, ice is mission critical. Food service operations need ice to keep their operations running smoothly. The preventative diagnostics help aid this so it's problem-free. So it's important just to keep the ice machine running and the ability to see issues before they become big problems later on. Diagnostics have always been there in a sense with ice machines, but there's old school diagnostics, and that is when you have the empty bin. And the problem with an empty bin is twofold. One, you have a broken ice machine, and two, you have no reserve capacity for ice. The preventative diagnostics prevent this issue so that even if a problem does occur, you still have time to call service before there becomes a problem. So you get the continuous operational feedback, and you get that feedback on several different categories that the end user can address. Those include air filter, air condenser, if those need attention or maintenance. Water pressure, do you have the correct amount of water coming in for the ice maker? Are the operational temperatures correct? Do you need to do any cleaning? Have there been any power interruptions? These are things that can lead to a nuisance service call that the Intelligent Diagnostics of the Indigo Ice Maker will address for you. How this information is displayed is through two methods. One, alert triangles. If the machine is going to have a issue in the near term, you'll get a flashing warning triangle displaying what information needs to be addressed and taken care of. Also, it'll give you possible causes of what things that can be looked for. The second type of category is we're going to have an envelope icon. This envelope icon is for informational purposes so that you understand if the ice machine needs to be cleaning. These are non-urgent issues that are only for informational purposes. So cleaning reminders and other types of reminders, FYI type items. The next shade I'll talk about is the Easy Read Display. Easy Read Display communicates simply what's going on with the ice maker in plain English or any other language, any of the other 14 languages we display in. So the first off on your home screen, it displays your current operational status. This lets you know if you're making ice, if you have a full bin, if it's in a cleaning mode. You don't have to guess what's going on with your ice maker. You don't have to check the bin to see if it's making ice. You can just quickly walk by your ice machine and see it's operating correctly. So you have the alert and reminder icons. Also, too, we have a blue backlit display. So it's a very bright indigo blue backlit display. So it works great if the ice machine's in a basement or a back porch, or if it's in bright sunlight under a stairwell at a motel. So you're going to be able to read this display no matter where it's located. The display is also very intuitive. In the top row of the area of our menu, we have our power on and our clean switch. So these are dedicated use buttons. You don't have to cycle through a menu to use these commonly used buttons. You're able to just turn the ice machine on and making ice with just a simple button. So it's very simple. And also the clean button activates the cleaning cycle. Everything else with the menu structure and such are supplemental to the ice maker. Active Clean, the next shade I'm going to talk about. The cleanest ice machine in the industry, and we're going to help make it even cleaner. One of our new exclusive technologies is the LumenIce Growth Inhibitor. The LumenIce Growth Inhibitor cycles air past a UV bulb that activates the nitrogen, the oxygen, and the water vapor within the air, creating a photoplasma gas. This photoplasma gas then fills the food zone and helps inhibit the growth of microbes, bacteria, and fungus, providing ultimately a more cleaner and safer food zone for the ice to be produced in. Also, it helps save the end user money because ultimately, if you're cleaning this ice machine very frequently, it's costing you either time with your own employees or a service technician to come in. So it's going to save you by having extended cleaning times for the next time you need to clean. As I talked about, we have the one-step button to activate your cleaning. It automatically also returns to ice making mode after you start the ice making or the ice cleaning process, I should say. We've ended up reducing the cleaning steps from 21 to 17 and also saving time among there, so we're even faster to clean than we were before. In addition, on our display, we have a built-in countdown timer clock letting you know how much time is remaining in the cleaning cycle. So it starts off with 24 minutes and then counts down and progresses throughout the cleaning cycle. And it also gives you prompts to let you know at what point you need to add your sanitizer or descaler. Ice assurance. This is taking reliability to the next level. Not only being reliable, but that your ice is reliably produced in a clean and sanitary way. Another exclusive technology with our Indigo Ice Maker is our new acoustical ice sensing probe. This probe essentially listens for the sound profile of a completed sheet. It's much more reliable, especially in hard water locations, because it doesn't have to make metal-to-metal contact with the evaporator. This acoustical ice sensing probe just listens for the sound profile of the ice sheet when it's complete and harvest. So it's a much more robust, much more accurate design than what we've been using for the last 20 years. So it's the big breakthrough with in ice making. Ice clarity. With our new unit, we have a new water probe that, in conjunction with our new control board, is able to sense when the water quality of your incoming water. So if you have poor TDS, it's able to adjust and improve, actually bring in more water during the ice making cycle so you have clearer ice. Energy management. You know, ice makers have become more and more energy efficient over time. The Energy Star program kicked off in January 2008, and Manitowoc has always been a leader in Energy Star units. In 2010, we were the Energy Star Partner of the Year, and riding on that, we're going to have even more Energy Star models that will be debuting with the Indigo Series ice makers. We're newly upgrading. We're going to have the 300, the 322, the 522, the 450, the 1000, and the 1200 will now be all Energy Star qualified models. So we're going to have new models that will be coming out, and what drives a lot of that is, you know, the use of more efficient compressors, efficient designs, and also our air assist technology, which helps the ice harvest sooner. It helps break the vacuum as the ice sheet is forming from the metal evaporator, so you have faster cycle times, lowering the amount of energy required to produce that same amount of ice. Rebates are also available through the Energy Star website. That they have a nice overall site noting all the different utility and state savings for rebates. So it's a good resource to check out. In addition, with a lot of the technologies and designs that we use to drive Energy Star qualified machines, with the new Indigo series, through our display, we have 3 different ways that you can program your ice machine, so ideally you get the right amount of ice when you need it. Having a full bin and not utilizing all of it isn't doing you any good because ice gradually melts. So what you want is you want the exact amount of ice when you need it. So we have a couple different ways of doing that. One, you can program your ice maker for certain pounds of day. So if you have a 500-pound ice maker, you could have 300 pounds on Monday, 400 pounds on Tuesday, 450 pounds on Saturday. You're able to vary your ice production each day of the week, depending on how your operation functions. Also, you can program it by time of day. If you're one of those places that have demand response or load shifting where you're able to get cheaper energy rates by using it at nighttime, you can program your ice maker to run just at night. So you can program it to go off in the morning and turn it back on at night. So you'll be able to take advantage of cheaper energy rates, saving the restaurant operator more money. And with our accessory bin level control, you're able to actually adjust the ice level within your bin. So if you only want your ice maker to run at a medium level or fill the bin all the way up to a medium level or to a high level, you can adjust it with our accessory bin level control. Service and support, our last shade for the Indigo ice makers. Machine data maximizes first time fix. We save up to 7 days of data with each ice maker. So it's able to help pull in information. So for the service technician, they can quickly diagnose what's going on and identify the right part. So we store data history, as I said, we save up to 7 days of data, so somebody can look back to see if there was an issue that maybe it's not happening today, maybe it happened yesterday, but they're able to see that data and make sure they make an accurate diagnosis of what's going on. The service technician is also able to see real-time data, so they can cycle an ice machine through its cycle and actually see the data as it's populating and driving ice production. Also, our control board has a self-check, so it's smart enough to know if it's operating correctly, and will also cycle the relays on and off for the service technician to aid them in part diagnosis. And new tools of the trade. Our control board now has a USB port. That USB port allows two functions: that you're able to download data for the service technician with our PC program, letting them see what's going on with the ice maker. So they would take this, plug in the data, they're going to be able to see all the key statistics to see how that ice machine is operating, taking the guesswork out of troubleshooting what's going on. Also, having that USB port can actually upload various upgrades we could have in the future, or if you wanted to upload key settings. If you're updating multiple ice machines, if you're a service technician or a leaser and you have 100 ice machines out there in the field, you can quickly upload those settings and not having to have to program them individually. Oh, and one other exclusive that we have with Manitowoc Ice is our Born on Date. We save the first day that the machine runs for 24 hours is burned into our control board. So it leaves the factory and it can sit in a distributor for 6 months, but that first 100 cycles or 24 hours that it runs, it will burn that date into the control board, taking the guesswork out of the warranty process. So no longer we have to guess if you're in or outside the warranty. That information will be displayed on the screen. That covers the Indigo Series Ice Maker. I'd like to thank all of you for attending, and hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.